Hello all, welcome back. Thanks for your comments, subs and likes. Right, my seasonal job is finished now, so I can get on and do a few things out here when the weather lets me. It's been very wet this morning, so I haven't really been out here, but I've been to the shop and got a few more seeds. Some of these are obviously for later on. I've got some swede, best of all, and some parsnip, white gem, and some dwarf French beans, tender green. But I've got these broad beans, so I'm going to plant these out today. But first I'm going to show you around how the garlic and onions and all the seedlings are getting on. So I'll do that first, then I'll get on with the broad beans. This is the kohlrabi. It's grown quite a lot, so really a lot of this stuff could be going out this week. But that's the red kohlrabi. It's doing quite well. And the garlic is shot up like a treat now. That's a pink germidour. I've also got these first two are the onion RADOR. They're doing quite well. I haven't got any failures on any of these. And these are the SENSHYU onion sets. So they're going like a trooper. And these are the winter radish red meat. They're going a bit yellow actually. I need to get these out, a lot of this stuff. And I've got my calabrese that could be going out as well really. So, but as I say, it's been raining, it's well too wet to do anything out there, so hopefully I'll get on and do this stuff tomorrow or the next day. But these onions, this kohlrabi and the garlic definitely need to go out this week. Right, I'll get you set up and show you how I'm going to do my broad beans. I'll have to move these out of the way first. Right, I've got all my bits I need now, so this is what I'm going to use. This is a spent compost, but I've got some bloodfish and bone in there. I'm just going to mix that up a little bit like that. I've got these are root trainers. If you haven't seen them before, they're root trainers, so you just latch them together, which can be a pain sometimes. Just latch them together like that. I don't know if you can see that. And you get this little basket to go with them. You slot them in there like that. Turn it around that way. So they're sitting there like that. Right, let me get on and do the rest of them to fill this tray up. Then I'll come back to you. Right, I've filled up 16 cells. I've got a packet open. I'm not going to do them all. Oh, there's not that many in there actually. Blimey. Look at that. What the hell's going on with that? That's a bit odd. I don't know, it looks alright though. Oh well, anyway, 1, 2, 3. Oh, what the hell? Look! Half a frigging broad bean in there. That ain't no good, is it? Some of them do look a bit iffy actually. Look at, I don't know if you can see the colour of that. Look at that. Blimey. Anyway, right, all I'm going to do, dig a hole, drop one in. I'm not going about this way up or that way up. They'll find their way. 2, 3, push that one down a bit further. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'll do 8 now. Then I'll do a few more a little bit later on. Let's see how many that leaves me. 2, 4, 2, 4, and that leaves me 6 for later on. I'll get some more compost. And just put that over the top. Get the big bits out, obviously, because as I say, this is my old compost. Got my label here, broad beans. It's an old one actually, 1st of November. I'll put on it now. Give them a bit of a watering and see how we go. I'm going to swap that tray actually, so I know where we're up to. Like that. That made more sense then, wouldn't it? Right, I'll get these put in a water bath and I'll show you that. That's the broad bean barnyard exhibition in a water bath. All I've done is used a mushroom tray, cut like a compost bag or dog food bag or something like that up. As long as it hasn't got no holes in it, just top it up and that's your water bath. But that's going to take quite a lot of soaking up because it's quite dry, so I might have to put a bit more in there later on. But I'm going to close these vents up now. I think it's starting to get a bit chilly. That one's already closed, which is good. But that one's going to be a bit of a job to get to because that's behind a leaf mould. So I don't know whether I'm going to get behind there or not, but I'll give it a go, see what happens. Right, I'll get these closed. I'll give you an update on how these cabbages and cauliflowers are doing in here. That one's doing quite well. I might give that a bit more water today. This cabbage, Golden Acre Primo 3, is looking quite nice as well. And the cauliflower Snowball, that's doing quite well as well. They come on quite a lot actually. So they'll be quite good, eh? While it's not raining, I can clear these boards away, get these boards that I'm going to keep back up the top there. Get these put so they can be burnt or thrown or whatever. Get them cleared up, I think, while it's dry. So I'll get on and do that as well. Something has been using this by a litter tray, shall we say. So I've got some netting and stuff. I'm going to take this netting down actually. I've got some more of these posts that were like greenhouse framing. I'm going to put them on each corner of this and net it off, I think. So I'll put you on a time lapse. Hopefully the camera doesn't blow over. It's getting a little bit windy now, so I don't think I'm going to get this net up. I've got all the stuff out, I've got them out, but you can probably hear and see it's quite windy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these posts and this netting and everything inside the polytunnel and call it a day for today. So I'll try and get some stuff done tomorrow. We'll see how the weather is. Right, I'm back now. I'm at my brother's. He's only just moved here, so it's a bit of a mess, but he wants a few bushes cutting down and stuff. So I'll give you a quick look round. So you're going to have to excuse the mess because it is quite messy and it needs quite a few bits and bobs doing. But yeah, I'll turn you around and let you know what's going on. Right, this is the entrance here. As you can see, there is quite a few bits and bobs to clear up and stuff. But yeah, like I say, he's only just moved in here, so unfortunately it was just before I finished my seasonal job, because then I could have got rid of a load of this stuff and got it dumped for him or whatever. But there is going to be some nice little handy bits. He wants to keep a couple of them bits of fence, because that bit's his as well. There's a bit that goes down in there, but I'll show you that in a minute. But there is some nicer posts. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, that's just like soft plywood which needs to be dumped or burnt or something. But as I say, he's only just moved in there and there's loads of rubbish about. A bit of astroturf and a sofa. Apparently this fence is going to come down, or this first one here at least anyway. But this is what he's more worried about, is all this lot. He wants to cut a bit out of here so he can get into behind here. And he wants to clear some of this as well. As you can see, he's hiding in there. But this little bit goes back here a little bit as well. As you can see, it's pretty much a bit of a bramble jungle. There's loads of rubbish over there as well. But as I say, if he'd have been in here a little bit earlier, I would have brought my strimmer or a work strimmer over and strimmed this over. They've been done in like 10 minutes, I suppose, 15 minutes max, but I ain't got my seasonal job now, so we do what we can. A few pit pots and stuff over there, so he's probably going to have to have a good rummage, but I think the mission for today is just to clear some of these. As you can see, he's sawing away already. He's too impatient, and make a space in here somewhere so he can get behind there. We get on and clear this bit and tidy it up a little bit, possibly get this fence bit off as well, because that's just going to blow over. So we get on and clear some stuff up, then I'll come back to you. Well, we've got a little bit of a gap there, as you can see. Cleared out some of this, but there is actually, looks like it's a half circle of some sort of stone. I don't know what it is, but yeah, they're quite heavy. They're proper stones, so we'll probably have to dig them out or something at some point as well. But yeah, as you can see, got a bit cleared. I think I'm going to rip this down in a minute, because that's just going to come down in the wind and stuff, so I think I'll get this fence off. Right, we found a few handy bits for him actually. Got two of these planters. We've left it up, they're only plastic, but they're alright. It's going to keep them obviously. Got some of that plastic edging, and managed to get all of these stones up from that curved stone bit that I said. And he's also got a compost bin that's got a bit of compost in it as well. So yeah, we've taken the panel out, smashed it up and what have you, and a bit of a clear up. Well, it's quite a big improvement actually, as you can see. Got rid of all the trees were chopped down anyway. It's sort of started clearing it now, so it's a lot bigger now. As you can see, he's going to need to dig these stumps out now as well. He's got his little burning bin. He's got quite a bit of rubbish to burn and stuff. But yeah, big difference. We haven't touched that other bit at the back, But hey, it's a good start for him, so hopefully I can come back in a couple of weeks or something and there'll be a bit more of a change, fingers crossed. So there you go. We haven't touched this other bit yet because obviously we were just concentrating on the on this side here. So yeah, there you go, bit of a difference. Right, next part's going to be me at home now, so I'll catch you in a bit. Right, it's Saturday now and it's been raining most of the morning, so I was going to get my onions and my garlic out, but I can't do that because it's too wet, plus I need to weed and get rid of that couch grass. So I can't do that obviously because it's too wet, so I'm going to have to build the bed in the polytunnel. So I'll get my bits and bobs sorted, then I'll come back to you. Right, this is where the bed is going. I'm not going right up to there. I want to leave a space so I can get that in there. So I'm just going to leave that there. There's some bricks underneath there, so I'll just go up to them bricks and go up close to this cauliflower. So it'll only be like a little bed, but hey, every little bit helps. So I need to clear this out first anyway. Well, I've got these decking boards. They've been in here quite a while, so they should be quite dry. But I've got 3 of them. I've got this post, so I'm going to measure out 4 stakes out of this bit of wood. I'll get and cut that with the saw, then I'll come back to you. I'll measure these out as well actually while I'm at it. I'll measure these out, the length and the width and all that. I'll cut that all up and then I'll come back to you. I've cut the back and the front board, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these into stakes and nail them on to this board, because obviously I can't get behind there to put a stake in, so I'm going to have to put it in the front here. But I don't want to particularly put a nail all the way through that because it might split it. So I'm going to obviously put a nail through there, or a couple of 3 nails through there, then into there. So I'll get and cut a couple of them stakes, then I'll nail it on the ends, then we go from there. Right, I've got my 2 little stakes cut now. I only done them at a foot long, so I'm probably going to have enough for 2 more off of that one. That'll be enough obviously. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to nail them onto the edges of that. I'll get both of these done. I'll put you on a time lapse once I've got them on there, and then we go from there. You can see what I'm up to then. Right, change of plan. I totally forgot there is cement in there when I cemented the polytunnel in, so obviously I can't get no stakes in there, and I don't want to put the stakes right in there because I'm going to lose that much space on each end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stake this one, this front one, in the ground first, then I'm going to nail it to that, then just put a post in there, nail it to that, and not bother staking that end in. And that's the only way I can do it. So yeah, let's get on with that. I've got that front one in now. That was well hard to get in that end. It was like I thought there was some concrete or something there, but no. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure from the edge of there to where I want it to go to there. And I'm going to cut this board down so that I can nail it on there. Put another little post in there, line it up, and I'm going to have to tack a board on the inside like that. I'll do that on both ends, I think. That's the only way I can do it now. Like I said, all these are here for really is so I can nail them across there, because obviously I can't get that in there. I've done one on that end and one on that end, so all I need to do now is just get my measurements from there to there, stand this up and nail it together, and then we should be good. So I'll get a measurement across there, get it nailed up, and then I'll come back to you. I'll do both ends first. That's that built now anyway. Not perfect by any means, but it will do a job. I had to put a couple of broken slab bits up there because it was well on the wonk. So I've just put that up so it's level now, more or less. And once you fill it up with compost and what have you, you won't really see that, will you? So I think I'm just going to tip that in there, to be honest. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit dry and a bit better, then I'll be able to get out there and get that couch grass out and get my onions and garlic sets planted out and my kohlrabi. So if that happens, then obviously I'll video it during the week, plus other bits and bobs that I get up to anyway. But right, thanks for watching, commenting and subbing. If you haven't subbed yet, bell's down in that corner. Click on the bell, click on all, and you'll get my notifications. Right, see you next Saturday. Bye.